Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Blue Wolf Nerf. I wear blue. Well, there's blue. There's blue. There's the blue. I wear blue. It's what I do, and Nerf is my thing too. Now, before the video starts on the loadouts, I want to just give a couple quick shout-outs. One to my boy Random Nerf. You rock, Random. You are awesome. I love Random Nerf. He gave me a shout-out in his last video, and he also put my channel link in his link. In his description below the video. The link in the link. That's not possible, but you get what I mean. Anyway, he's super awesome. Go check out his channel. He's got hundreds of subscribers and lots of really cool Nerf blasters. And the second is to Trapped in the Matrix, his friend and like neighbor. Those guys live like right next to each other, and they got to do this mod party with Captain Xavier. Super jealous, by the way. Yeah, I don't live near Captain Xavier. I live near Mr. Nathan. I figured that out a couple weeks ago, but I don't live near Captain Xavier. So, thank you guys for giving me as many subscribers as you've had. As I've gotten like 10 subscribers in the last month, and that's crazy because I'd started at 3. I'm at like 12 now, which is amazing because I haven't even finished editing my 3 subscriber special. That's coming. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, thanks to guys. Thanks to those guys, Trapped in the Matrix, Random Nerf. Go check out their channels. I'll put the links somewhere in the description or a comment below. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Alright, what's up, guys? It's Blue Wolf Nerf again. And today we're going to be talking about Nerf loadouts. Now, for those of you who don't know what a loadout is, it's basically any blasters that you take into a war. Like what kind of blasters you take into a war and what group of blasters you take into a war. And how you carry them and how you carry your gear. So this video is going to be about what the best kinds of combinations are and what kinds of loadouts there are. And so, to kick it off, I thought I'd show you my newest blaster, the Nerf Elite Infamous. This is going to be the main blaster for most of the loadouts featured in this video. And before you ask, no rival blasters this video, because this video is going to be all about using darts in your loadout, so just Nerf darts. I'll do a rival loadout video separately. So, to start off, we've got the simple, really just one blaster loadout. It's the Infamous. I mean, what can you say? You just grab the 30-round drum, slap it in, and you're good to go. Basically, you find any darts, you just pick them up off the ground and feed them in. I just confused it. And then you go. It's a great blaster. It's stock elite performance, so not too half bad. Not great for long range, but it'll basically do everything you need it to at close range, and you can reload it quickly. You can carry extra magazines on you, but you really don't need to with the loading port. So yeah, that's good. So, one blaster loadouts are kind of difficult because the blaster has to be an extremely good blaster and an extremely reliable blaster too. So not many blasters can handle being the center and the only blaster in your one blaster loadout. So, trying to think of some examples. There are very few dart blasters that can handle a one blaster loadout. I'd say the Strife. That would be an excellent option for a one blaster loadout. I've seen a lot of people who just run Strifes all the time, and that works fine for them. In high competition games where you need maximum mobility, just carry a Strife and a few magazines on you and you are good to go. Especially if you modify these things, they can get great power. Yeah. Off the top of my head, that's really the only one I can think of, aside from the Infamous, which is kind of a special case. But yeah, on to the next kind of loadout, the 2-blaster loadout. Alright, so the 2-blaster loadout is pretty much, it's barely different from the 1-blaster loadout. So you've got your main blaster, which is the Infamous in this case, and that's good, but on the off chance that you run out of ammunition for your Infamous, which I don't get, you would just jam it in. Let's switch examples. Okay, let's say you're running a Strife, and you run out of ammo for your Strife, and you don't have time to reload a magazine, someone's charging at you, then you just go to your side holster here. This is like a really cheap $15 holster I found off of Amazon, and you pull your secondary, and you just fire shots off at them, because you've got 6 shots in a strong arm, and you guys know how much I love parry. This is a great blaster, and that's exactly what the 2-blaster loadout is about. A reliable primary. that it will take some time to reload, most likely. So that's when you have your secondary. An extremely reliable, good blaster that you could probably use just by itself. What else could you use instead of a strong arm? Well, maybe a disruptor. Disruptor's a good blaster, especially if you take the air restrictors out of it like I've done with this one. And yeah, it's pretty much a strong arm, it's just a little simpler. It doesn't have the cylinder that pops out of the side. What else? One of my favorite dart blasters of all time, the Hammer Shot, is an excellent sidearm, and it's one-handed. You can use it with one hand, so that's always good. That's always a great sidearm. Believe it or not, some people actually consider the Strife as a sidearm, and I would too. If you get a small enough magazine in it, you can just draw it, boom, boom, boom. You are good to go. It doesn't fit in this holster though, so no Strife. Last one. If you're into Mega, this thing's huge, but the Mega Cyclone Shock is a good sidearm too. And yeah, this really is. I don't know if you'd use Mega, like if Mega has some special game type, but I don't see why you would use a Mega Blaster this big as your sidearm unless you had a really good reason, so stick with the regular size darts. Alright. On to something better. The 3-gun loadout. Alright guys, so here we have the 3-blaster loadout. Now we've switched it up with a Nerf modulus regulator just to keep things interesting, because I don't want you guys to get bored of seeing the same blaster over and over again. Let's go over what kind of attachments I've got on this thing. The Infamous 30-round drum, because it's a great starter magazine, holds a lot. If you run out of that, you can switch to any of the 4 12-round magazines stored in this Nerf tactical vest. More on why I'm wearing this later, and not for the 2-gun loadout, I didn't. It's got the regulator stock, which I love because it holds an extra magazine. It's got a 6-round mag in there. Anything more than a 6-round mag is just going to get in your way, so just stick with the 6-round mag. It's good. So I picked the regulator because it can switch between full auto, triple dart burst, and single fire mode, and that makes it really versatile for different situations. So if you've got a few people, you can just use single shot mode and just lob a couple shots at them. Or if you've got like a whole mob charging at you, you can switch to full auto and just spray them down. Now, this is the main blaster. It's good, it's reliable. You can run through all your magazines, and once you're done with that, here's where it gets interesting. Now, I picked this specific vest because it has space in the back for your second blaster. Yep. 3-gun loadout, it's going to get different. Now, this is a rough cut 2x4, and I love this blaster because it's such a good shotgun. So, if someone catches you off guard, you could draw your secondary, or you could pull this out and just go boom, bang. 2 darts, you're almost guaranteed to hit at close range with that. Plus, these things have made some incredible snipe shots that I've seen in our wars. Some people are deadly accurate with these. Holds 8 darts, and if you work it right, you can get 1 dart to fire if you pull the trigger halfway, so there's 1. Nope, that was both. There's 2. There's 2 again. There's 1. There's 2. So it's a really cool blaster, and I like carrying this one on me a lot because it's so reliable. It's got a good feel to it, and it's really good for taking down targets. And then sidearm. Shouldn't be surprised. It's just our trusty Hammer Shot in our hip holster. So yeah, if you were going to go to all the trouble to use all of this gear with the cargo shorts and everything, I'd have a few modifications. So we're going to see my loadout for Nerf darts using this specific gear coming up next. Alright, now this is how I would personally run this gear, and I'm going to have to admit we're getting into a bit of the heavy trooper territory. So, swapping out the regular for the Infinite, because I think with the loading port, it's better. Sorry regulator. Oh well, I think it's better if you run out of darts in the loading port. You've got 4 magazines on your chest here. And then just the regular Hammer Shot and Rough Cut from the last loadout, plus 2 more blasters on the vest. In this pocket, we have a Triad. I usually carry a Triad around with me in wars because they're so good as backup blasters just in case anything happens, and for whatever reason you've just run out of blasters completely. What do? Pull out your trusty Triad and just start knocking people away from a distance. These things can get great power if you modify them, so that fits perfectly. up here in this pocket. And then last one is in my back pocket. I have a Hot Shock. This is actually my favorite Mega Blaster because it's so small, and for whatever reason, if for whatever reason you have to use Mega Darts, like they're the only way to kill a special zombie in HVZ, or if they just hurt more and you like using them, you have this, and they get great power if modified, and I like having it on me, so I keep that. And then there's one more hidden in this blaster strap that I have my Infinus on. There's a Jolt, and I mean, if you have room to carry a Jolt, carry a Jolt. Look at this. It's so tiny, and they're effective too. I could probably just do this. This would be an impressive one-gun loadout. It'd be interesting, but it'd be fun. So, that's my loadout for all of this. And I'm sure people are wondering, well, you could obviously carry more blasters on you than that, and yes, I can. And I'm going to. So, next, we will have the how much can I possibly hold on myself, how many blasters, and everything loadout. This is going to be fun. Wow. This is a lot of blaster. Okay, so what could possibly be better than having an Infinus, a blaster that you can reload on the fly? A blaster you never have to reload. This is the Nerf Elite Hailfire, and it holds 8. Count them, 8 18-round magazines. Do the math. That's a lot of darts. But on the off chance you run out from that one, you can fill it up with the 4 mags located on your body. And if you run out of darts with your Infinus with its 30-round drum, then you can just switch to the blaster you've got stored on your back, a Strife, because that makes perfect sense. You've got a Strife on your back. You've got a rough cut on your back. You can throw a Strife at them and a rough cut. And then, oops, knock the camera over. Sorry. There we go. You've got a Strife and a rough cut. And then you can put your sidearm into it. That's good. Oh gosh. And then dual side strikes, because why not? One's actually a Talon strike, one's a side strike, but they're both the same blaster in essence. Whatever, it works. And then you've got this thing, a double strike, and a pink crush pistol, all at once. You've got 2 more of those. And then, you thought I was done. There's a quad trot, that's 4 shots. And then the Hot Shock, which is 1 shot, and a Triad, and a Jolt. Like that. There. Gosh, this is getting heavy. Okay. Off you come. Ugh. That loadout's not exactly practical, although I do think the Hailfire is cool. I mean, look at that. Just rotates between the magazines. That's cool. Oh gosh. Alright. That's it. Whew. I wouldn't recommend running a loadout like that. That's kind of a lot. See, the problem with that many blasters is you're going to be practically invincible, but you're also going to be practically immobile. You're not going to be able to move at all. So just stick with 3 blasters at the most. That's usually going to work. I ditched the chest rig. It hinders mobility too. So yeah, there you go. That was just kind of for fun. Plus, I've always wanted to see how many blasters I could hold on me at the same time. How many shots. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Comment below what your perfect loadout is, what you run at your wars, and we'll see how it stacks up. I'll probably be running more personal loadout videos in the future, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. If you're a new subscriber, please comment below saying you've subscribed. Say, hey, what's up, so I can know who you are and that you've subscribed, and that'll be great. Alright, I'm Blue Wolf Nerf, and you'll see me in the next video. Whew. Too many blasters.